Great. Well, thank you everybody for attending. I'm always happy to be here and really enjoy the sessions that we have together. It's much needed time for self-care, so we'll dive right in. As always, please make sure you have some basic art supplies and something to write with, some paper. What we're going to do tonight is go through a guided visualization, and we're really going to focus on what your needs are right now at this moment, wherever you're at in the world, wherever you're at in your life, and give the opportunity for some creative reflection around, what it is that you need tonight for yourself. So for the next 10 minutes or so, please close your eyes or find a place in the room to focus your attention. You can also keep your eyes open if this helps you feel more comfortable, or you could shut your camera off if it helps as well. So just do, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Start to get centered in your body. And just really notice your body. How is your body doing? Are you in any pain at the moment? Are there any sensations coming up for you in any place? Is there anything calling for your attention? We're going to do a quick scan of the body. So you can start with your head and just notice, how is your head? How does it feel? What about your neck and your shoulders? Travel down through your chest, noticing your rib cage and your core. Notice your pelvis and thighs. If there's any tension coming up through your legs or your feet, just pay attention with non-judgmental awareness. Just notice whatever it is. Notice your shoulder blades and your arms. Start to notice your hands. See if you need to move any parts of your body right now to get yourself even more comfortable and settled. And what is your breathing like right now? Could it be shallow and fast? You're already starting to breathe a bit more deeply, just with that awareness of noticing your body. See if you can notice your breath just moving in and out of your body, and follow the natural rhythm of your breathing. That steady cadence of your breath. Take a big deep breath from the bottom of your lungs. And exhale very slowly. Do this a few more times. Deepening your breathing. Exhaling any tension. Imagine that your breath is a bit like the waves in the ocean. You can picture it ebbing and flowing, like the waves come in and out and back to shore. Take a few more breaths here. See if you can let go whatever it is from the day that's still with you. Know that this is your time now to just be here. Now take a moment to ask yourself, what do I truly want my life to look like? And what's my vision for myself? What is the vision that you would like? How would you like your life to be and feel? Are there goals that you're working on or something that comes to mind when you imagine what you would truly want for yourself? Maybe a word or phrase comes to mind or some visuals. Just notice whatever it is, again, with that non judgmental awareness. And if you could imagine now, what comes to mind when you consider what might be holding you back from this vision, holding you back from these things that you're wanting? Maybe it's something that needs to be released in order for you to move forward. Maybe there's a fear or some pressure. Could be sort of a subconscious message you've received throughout your life, you know, about yourself, or some other stuck feelings. What is it that's preventing you from what you're really wanting for yourself? And whatever comes up is okay. Again, take a breath as you consider this. And again, maybe there's some strong visuals or some words coming to mind, maybe some people in your life. Now, if you could take a moment to really connect with yourself and that wise part of you, your strength, your capabilities. Maybe some would call it your inner voice, your voice of wisdom. And what does that part, that wise part, have to say right now about what might be holding you back? Is there something that you could do, or something that you could give yourself to support yourself in some way, to make things a bit easier on your journey right now? What is it that you truly need? Ask yourself, what is it that I need right now? See if you can try to visualize that. Really imagine what that is, what that looks like, what that feels like to have your needs be met. To move forward towards those things that you're wanting and those goals, and move away from whatever it is that's holding you back. And just take a moment to absorb how good it feels to just be present and just to have your needs be focused on right now. What is it that you truly would like to give yourself? What is it that you need? And just take a few more breaths in this space. And we can always come back to our breathing and our breath. And whenever you feel ready, you can start to open your eyes, move around a bit, loosen your muscles again. And maybe you can take notice of the art supplies that are there with you in your space. See if you can notice what materials you're drawn to right now, what you have in front of you. And take about the next 10 minutes or so to create or reflect on something that you may have visualized, or maybe a particular message or phrase that came to mind. You could write that out as sort of an affirmation for yourself. Um, See if you can experiment with the art materials that you've brought tonight, to take a piece of this meditation with you and make it tangible for you. Even if you just imagined a color or a person in your life that might be comforting to you. There's really no right or wrong here. And of course, I always say that whenever we're creating, it's always an invitation, and there's certainly no expectation. So if you'd rather just take a few more moments to just be in the space and reflect for yourself, then that's totally fine. Whatever it is you feel like you need to do right now. We'll take about 10 minutes or so, and I will check in with you periodically. Feel free to put on some music for yourself. Just take a few moments here. continue to take a few more moments with your work. We'll have a few minutes. I know these groups go by kind of quickly. And if there's any criticism, internal chatter coming up about, oh, I'm not a good artist, or this, I can't do this, just pay attention to that, and with some non-judgmental awareness, just try to remind yourself that this is a safe place and no one will judge whatever it is you create. It's okay. All right, take just another moment or so. You may not be done with what you're working on. I acknowledge that. Totally fine. If this is something that you're enjoying, you can continue it after our meeting, or even tomorrow, or whenever you're feeling like you need to take a little break. At this time, if anyone is interested in sharing a little bit about what that was like for you, or what came up for you, what you feel like you're gonna take away, as something that you need, or something you want to kind of give to yourself. If there's anything that come up, feel free to share. Just you can unmute yourself. Just kind of open it up for a few minutes if it has anything.
I can start. I'll be brave.
Yay, Katie!
Maybe my 5-year-old artistic abilities will make everybody else feel better, because mine truly is 5-year art, 5-year-old art. So seriously, when you were talking, we were talking a little bit before everyone came on, and so my thought when you were talking was that I needed to stop and just slow down my life. And so I wrote, stop, slow down, and smell the flowers.
Wow.
So stop, slow down, and smell the flowers. And so
wow.
That's all I did.
That's amazing.
That's what came to my mind. So that was my art.
Wow. I have to say that is so incredible, because the thing that I created is kind of similar in a weird way.
Yeah.
It just says, because I was having some words come to me too. So mine says, take your time. Then it says, it's not a race. And I did some flowers too.
Nice.
So look at that. It's kind of similar message of just slowing down and stopping to take time for yourself.
Yep. It's so important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, it's not about really, the physical product of what you create and if it's museum worthy, right? It's sort of just that process of, externalizing some of the things that came up for you and just making it more real for you, and enjoying that art making experience as a mindful process.
Yeah, and being in the moment.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Everything else was gone.
Yeah, good for you. That's my hope for everyone.
Well, I got so many things going on that it was hard to focus on one.
I bet.
And basically, what came to mind, and all I did is write it in big bold letters on my iPad, was pain-free plus an improved social network, which will give me joy, equals joy.
Yep.
That's the recipe for wellness for you, it sounds like, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
I think it's something, a lot of that many of us feel with our pain adversities,
Mhm.
with being
Absolutely.
the pandemic and our own pain issues.
Yep. Yep. And how all the stressors in our lives can exacerbate the pain and make
Yeah.
it more intense, intensify everything, especially those things such as COVID. You know, these things are out of our control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else want to share a little bit? I know some of you have to attend another meeting at 8 o'clock, so I want to be mindful of that. And if there's anything else anyone would like to share.
Oh, oops. Mine, you can't see it very well, but when you were talking about, maybe I'll hold that one, about letting things
Yeah.
go, I just pictured my hands and letting this bird go through the bird, and, to kind of release
Wow.
everything that's holding me back. So,
Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Jamie. That is a strong and powerful image. How was that for you to create that?
it was helpful, I thought. Just visualizing, releasing the bird, and it's kind of as a way to release things that are holding me back, that I know are holding me back, but I don't really deal with.
Exactly. Yeah. What I really like about visualization too is that creatively we can come up with our own metaphors and strong visuals, you know, during those times where we're in that meditative state. And it sounds like this visual of the bird and releasing it, it could be something that you could return back to, you know, and visualize for yourself when you're feeling stuck.
Oh yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah. Awesome. This is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Any last words, comments, anything? Anyone would just want to hold up what they wrote or did tonight? Feel free. Awesome. Cool. Outstanding people helper. Nice. Wow, very cool. Thank you all.
Supposed to be the beach and water.
Does that say happiness, I think? Oh.
Oh, what
very
is
cool.
that? What's that, Tom? Oh, you're on mute. Tom, you're on mute.
Beginning of summer, I always like to drive down to the beach, but with COVID and everything, I'm not going to do it till the end of August. This is, in New Jersey, we call it the shore. We don't call it the beach. And this is
Right.
the boardwalk and the water and the boats and the birds and the beach tag. You need to go on the beach because it's God's beach. So thank you tonight. This was very good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Awesome. I hope you get to go to the shore soon. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, it's hard moving from Pennsylvania to Delaware because Delaware is the beach and Pennsylvania is the shore.
Exactly. California, it's the beach, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All
Well,
right. Thank you, everybody.
This was amazing.
Okay.
Yep, I hope everybody enjoyed it. And for those of you that need to get to our 8 o'clock meeting, I'll see you there. And thank you so much, Jen. It was great as usual. And hopefully we'll see everyone else next Thursday at our Mindfulness Thursday. So everybody have a great evening.
Have a great night. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.
Jen.
It was
Thank you,
wonderful.
everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Good night.